Hello friends, my name is Rishabh Srivastav and I am back with the new video on the subject of pharmaceutical quality assurance. This video will deal with the basic information about quality assurance, like what is the introduction of what does it mean by QA, and what is the evolution history of QA. So today we will discuss about basic concept of quality assurance. So welcome back. My name is Rishabh Srivastav and this is my YouTube channel, The Indian Pharmacist. So let's start. So first of all, I would like to make the appeal to like this video, to share it with your friends and colleagues, to make comment, to raise any query, or if you want some clarification on some topic. And last but not the least, subscribe and press the notification bell. So let's start with the introduction. So quality is the most important attribute to assess any product. Whenever we are saying to assess any product, it means we have to check it in terms of its quality specifications. And when we are saying it for pharmaceutical products, it means when we are dealing with some life-saving drugs, or these some of the products are very critical, and if there is any defect in that product, it could cause some human loss. So any defect in medicine in terms of effect or quality ultimately brings losses to the manufacturers, and it is not only limited to the manufacturers but also to the patients, to the consumers, and it ultimately lead to the loss of credibility of the industry. To overcome these defects, manufacturers established quality systems. When we are saying quality systems, it means quality assurance and quality control. So these two things are quite different, and they have little bit of differences when that we are going to discuss in upcoming top slides. QA comprises administrative and procedural activities to achieve product quality, while QC deals with the analysis of the product. QA is a way of preventing mistakes and defects in manufactured products. So when we are saying QA, it means that it is a proactive approach, while QC is a post-active approach. It means QC has to check the product when it has been manufactured, while QA tries to prevent that mistake so that product quality can be maintained. As per ISO 9000, at present the QMS guideline for ISO is 9001 2015, but as per it, QA as part of quality management focused on providing confidence that quality requirements will be fulfilled. Defect prevention in QA differs subtly from defect detection. While QA deals with defect detection, QC deals with the rejection. In QA, we try to prevent that defect, and in QC, they are going to check and detect that defect and ultimately lead to the rejection of the product. And has been referred to as a shift left, as it focuses on quality earlier in the process, that is to the left of the linear process diagram reading left to right. It means here we are going to deal so that we can reduce the losses, we can reduce the defects. Term assurance means implementation of inspection and structured testing. Here we are trying to sample on random basis, inspect that product on continuous on routine basis so that defects can be prevented, and if any identified, a proactively approach can be taken and defect can be treated. On the other hand, term control means the fifth phase of define, It means it is a DMAC model where control means to analyze any product, and if any rejection is observed, it has to be rejected. If any defect is observed, it has to be rejected. This DMAC model includes define, measure, analyze, improve, and control. QA is a systematic measurement comparison with a standard monitoring of processes and an associated feedback loop that confers error prevention, while QC is focused on process output. On one hand, QA deals with the process, while QC deals with the process output. QA includes two principles, which are the two basic principles of pharmaceutical industry also: fit for purpose and right first time. If the product is not right and if it is not fit for purpose, it is of no use. QA includes management of the quality of raw materials, assemblies, product and components, services related to production and management, production and inspection processes. Here we can consider an example of how that QA has reduced the rejection. Like initially, if any rejection is observed in the product, we have to reject the complete lot. While after introduction of this QA concept, we can maintain in process quality assurance, which can perform some physical testing at the floor, and if any rejection is observed, it can be treated and process can be continued. So here are the duties of the quality assurance. These are basic duties of quality assurance, including auditing. It means to inspect the process, to inspect the documents, to review them. QMS, it means the quality management system. Here we have to these include some basic concepts to maintain the quality of the products. Third is GMP, which is good manufacturing practices. It is a part of QA. Fourth one is training, to train the personnel involved in that process so that process can be continuously uh, carried out. SOP includes processes which are easy to perform and easy to understand. Thereafter, batch release. This batch release includes that the product has been manufactured in our facility, can be released for sale in the market. Thereafter, inspection preparation. How we can prepare our facility for any audit or any inspection. And last but not the least, QRM, that means quality risk management, so that we can manage our risk that that could raise during a process. Thereafter, the history. History of QA can be divided in three basic parts, three main parts. It includes initial efforts to control the quality of the production. Second one is wartime production during Second World War, and third one is post-war production. That means that has been uh, that's the part of after Second World War. When we are saying initial efforts, it dates back to Middle Ages, and it include some responsibility given to some person or authority to maintain the quality of the goods and services offered by their members. It includes like guilds adopted responsibility for the quality of goods and services offered by their members, setting and maintaining certain standards for guild membership. Royal government purchasing materials were interested in quality control as customers. Like whenever royal families are going to purchase some things, any product from the market, they were more concerned about the quality, and for that thing they maintained some person or authority so that they can maintain the quality of the products. For this reason, King John of England appointed William de Wrotham to report about construction and repair of ships. These ships are for the wartime ships, so that they these ships are of good quality and could lead England to some victory. Centuries later, Samuel Pepys, secretary to the uh, British Admiralty, appointed multiple overseers to standardize sea rations and naval training. This improved the training concept of the personnel so that the naval persons could be trained and could lead to the victory. Due to extensive division of labor and industrial revolutions, workers can control the quality of the product. As industrial revolution led to a system in which large group of people performing specialized work grouped together under the supervision of a foreman appointed to control the quality. The second part of the history includes wartime production. During World War One, manufacturing processes typically became more complex. Here I have to make some correction in my previous slide where I mentioned wartime production for First World War. No, it is during Second World War. No, it is First World War. Sorry. So here, during the time of the First World War, manufacturing processes typically became more complex with larger number of workers being supervised. This period saw the widespread introduction of mass production and piecework, which created problems as workmen could now earn more money by the production of extra products, which in turn occasionally led to poor quality workmanship, which is passed to the assembly lines. During this period, some pioneers like Frederick Winslow Taylor and Henry Ford, if I am not wrong, this Henry Ford is the founder of Ford Automobiles. They recognized the limitation of the methods being used in mass production at that time and subsequent varying quality of output. On one hand, Taylor utilized the concept of scientific management and helped to separate production tasks into many simple steps and limited quality control to a few specific individuals. Here, what he did that he divided the responsibility to certain people, like one person is involved in production of something, another is involved in another process, and ultimately a QC person is there to supervise him. While Ford emphasized standardization of design and component standards to ensure a standard product was produced. Quality was the responsibility of machine inspectors placed in each department to cover all operations at frequent intervals so that no faulty operation shall proceed for any great length of time. What does it mean? It means that a inspector is there, and if a process is ongoing, we didn't need to check each and every piece of the product. We can inspect it on regular intervals, and if at any time we found any defect, it means the gap between the product produced between previous inspection to now can be inspected. In the meantime, statistical process control, which was pioneered by Walter A. Shewhart at Bell Laboratories in 1920s, and, and he introduced the concept of state of statistical control. It means that a control chart can be prepared which will include lower control limit and upper control limit, and if the process is producing product which is meeting these specifications, it means the product is of quality. If it is uh, going out of the range of this lower limit and upper limit, it means our product have to be inspected, and it give a greater boost to the quality concept. Shewhart is the one to develop the control chart in 1924. Statistical control is equivalent to the concept of exchangeability developed by logician William Ernest Johnson, also in 1924, in his book Logic Part 3rd, The Logical Foundation of Sciences. Shewhart and the team at AT&T, that included Harold Dodge and Harry Romig, worked to put sampling inspection on a rational statistical basis as well. It means we didn't need to inspect each and every item. We can perform random sampling, which will be statistically justifiable, and on that basis we can say that our product is complying with the quality. Shewhart consulted with Colonel Leslie E. Simon in the application of control charts to munitions. And it involved in the manufacturing of the Army's Picatinny arsenal in 1934. That successful application helped convince Army Ordnance to engage AT&T George Edward to consult on the use of statistical quality control among its divisions and contractors at the outbreak of World War II. After this, the post-war production system came, and during this period, the biggest name was General Douglas MacArthur, who oversaw the rebuilding of Japan. Because during Second World War, Japan was completely exhausted and completely damaged. So after Second World War, the task to rebuild the Japan was given to General Douglas MacArthur. His team promoted collaborative concept of quality to Japanese business and technical groups for the redevelopment of the Japan. General MacArthur involved two key individuals in the development of modern quality concept: W. Edwards Deming and Joseph Juran. Both to Japanese business and technical groups, and these groups utilized these concepts in the redevelopment of the Japanese economy. Although there were many individuals trying to lead US industries toward a more comprehensive approach to quality, the US continued to apply the concept of QC, of inspection and sampling, to remove defective product from the production lines, essentially unaware of or ignoring advances of QA for decades. So, with this, I would like to end this episode. For again, I would like to make an appeal to like this video, to share it with your friends, and comment if you have any query, or if you want to prepare some video on some topic. And last but not the least, again, subscribe and press the notification bell so that you will get the notification of my new videos. You can also follow me on Facebook page Rishabh Srivastav 345 or Twitter @Rishabh345. For more information, please check for the books as mentioned below. Thank you.